Interactive. It's the Ultimate RV Show. This is virtual. This is happening. This is going on live. It's happening on
You should probably have your mic. I was thinking, you know what? Maybe he's doing stuff I don't know
I'm
about.
so excited to use my hands.
That's because we have been running from RV to RV. You need to tell everybody what we've been doing.
You know, and we've been looking in every single unit. And we're talking about brand new. I mean, they have that fresh from the factory smell. It's so wonderful. As a matter of fact, we're getting ready to take a look at an amazing, this is a big Cougar. It's a big girl over here.
You know what? She's full-figured and she's fun. And I'm all about her. And if you want to see her as much as we do, Chris is in there and he's going to take a first look. And I cannot tell you, that's what we've been just beside ourselves because we've been going everywhere and getting inside to see all what's coming to you for 2022.
And you know, one of the most interesting things is if you were to go to an RV show or there's some, things coming or whatever, the problem is you're going to have to order it. They're going to have to go to the factory. They're going to have to put your order. It's going to take at least 8 months. They're backlogged right now.
Not us.
Not us.
Not us.
No, you're going to get it now. We have the product. We have the inventory. And we have not just one or hundreds. We have tens of thousands.
That's right.
And we're ready to deliver.
And if you have any questions when you see anything today, don't hesitate to text URVS to 46642. And if you don't want to text, you want to call, I'm a talker, go ahead and call 866-853-3510. And we've got specialists standing by to answer all the questions you have, because let me tell y'all something, I have a ton. You have opened my eyes to the world of RV.
I love it, and you'll love it too. And you know what? It's been a year since we did our very first virtual RV show, and you helped all of us here at Camping World make history. Once you become a part of our family, you know you're in for good. We take care of you, and we're going to do that right now with another first look. And I can't even imagine what Chris is up to inside this Cougar.
You know, I wish somebody would not have stole my box of M&Ms because I would be chilling over here on this Thomas Payne furniture, eating my M&Ms in this beautiful 2022 Keystone Cougar 290RLS. This is a rear living fifth wheel that is one of the premier fifth wheels for Keystone Cougar line. One of the top selling brands for the last, 19 years plus because of the quality of manufacturing that you see inside the Keystone Cougars. For example, let's take a look at just the wood trim right here on the edging, covering up the panel strips here and the inlays and the decorative look and feel that we have inside the slides that are over 6 feet in height. Now, with this one being a rear living fifth wheel, you're looking at 33 feet 9 inches long, dry weight of just a shade under 10,000 pounds. Can easily sleep 5 people, got 3 slides, and is dominated right back here on the back wall by this Thomas Payne sofa love seat that we have right here, surrounded by large panoramic windows with the wood balances on the side, the blackout shades, the dual USB charging, plus the 110. Up top, this is where I think Keystone kind of separates themselves. Not only because of how it's built and what's in it. You're talking about temperature rated 0 to 100 degrees, some giant tanks. You got the Solar Flex 400 on this one. It's just the beauty. The beauty, the glazing, just take a look at like the frosted glass inlays that we have here, these brushed nickel fixtures, the hideaway hinges. The calling card of a good manufacturer is somebody that will take the time and effort to put in something like this in their RV, the cabinets. They can just put the regular hinges, but Keystone doesn't. Which is why whenever somebody says, hey, we want an RV that is going to allow us to really not leave any creature comforts of home, I usually point them in the direction of the Keystone Cougars because you have things, little things like, for example, on this floor, the Hyper Deck, which is a polypropylene laminated fiberglass, which really does a good job of, keeping the moisture out and keeping the temperature where you want it. It's another feature that kind of helps keep you comfortable. This right here is a pull-out sleeper sofa. You notice we got some bookends on both sides, giving us some additional storage. Over here on the entertainment center, I love this rustic appeal that we have right here. Kind of that almost distressed look with the storage drawers, which are strut supported. You got the big 50-inch TV right here. And Fritz, I'm gonna pull this out so you can I'm gonna get out the way so you can see. If you take a look at that plug back there, hopefully you can get it in. It's over here on the left-hand side. You'll notice that it has a yellow sticker. That means it is an inverted plug. Why? Well, because of the Solar Flex 400 system that Keystone has put inside of their Cougars. They are allowing you to be able to power some ports to run some of your entertainment. Now, the Solar Flex, which is new for 22, will even allow you to upgrade to a point where you could even run the AC off of solar. Now we're talking 2022. Now we're talking about things that are going to really separate us from the competition. Right over here, you got your Furion Entertainment Center with CD, DVD player. It is dual zone. Got some storage drawers on both sides, solid wood construction, full extension on the ball bearing drives. You got the extra large InnoFlame fireplace right there, which gives you, roughly 4,700 BTUs of heat, multi-flame, multi-light settings. And even though you got, the 15K BTU AC, the Coleman Mach with the Blade Pure system in it, the filter system, and the Blade distribution system, which all that does is that gives you more efficient air conditioning when you cut it on. It distributes the air a whole lot better. But you cut this on, this is going to do a great job of knocking that chill off the air when you want to sit over here with the loved ones in the Thomas Paine plush recliners with massage, heat, and USB. Plus, I got my little set right there, my cup holders. I can watch TV, open up the windows, get the cross breeze if I'm sitting at the mountains or the lake. I got some of the largest in-class windows surrounding me. I got the fireplace going, and before I know it, I'm out like a light. People say all the time that recliners are not a sleeping area. I'll challenge that any day of the week. Now, since we do have opposing slides here in the living area, you'll notice it opens up and gives us a chance to have an island kitchen with that solid surface countertop with the decorative molded edge. Come over to the middle. I got the stainless steel split double sink, high-rise faucet with the sprayer, and more storage than you can shake a stick at. Drawers for days, Fritz. We even got some double doors over here. Check me out. Good spot for the trash can. Of course, I got my cutting boards, my sink covers right there. I turn around, great space for prep with double power stations along with this beautiful decorative solid surface countertop. I got the extra large Furion range 3-burner cooktop with the grill style grates and the glass cover flush mounted. So if I did need additional prep space, I got it. I got the large high point microwave right there. Storage on both sides. And if you notice, they made this kind of angle in as opposed to being flush, giving me more space. Nice little touch. Very nice little touch. More storage all the way around. And then right here, my 4-door Dometic fridge freezer combo that runs on either gas or electric. Look at the space that we have there. Now you're talking. 14 cubic feet, beautiful paneling on all 4 doors, automatic switch. I got pantry space. Fritz, we got enough to store all of the M&Ms we want to eat right in here. And the best part, adjustable shelves. That's just one of those nice little features inside your RV that if you think about, it's like, oh, okay, I can move this. So if I want to use it for ward storage, if I want to use it for pantry storage, I have the option to do it. You do have the motion sensing light up there, which we have cut off at the moment. And this is also washer dryer prep. So if you want to put your washer and dryer side by side, you could right there. More storage up top. And you'll see we have the decorative LED lights on top of the slides, as well as our standing shelves right here with the valance up top. I'm a fan of that with that crown molding up there because it just gives it more of a residential feel. I've seen people put plants and stuff up there. Really just kind of adds to the hominess of your RV. More solid surface countertop. You got the inverted outlet right here for the solar flex. Great options to have, man. I got to tell you, the designers and the engineers at Keystone with this Cougar really know what they're talking about. Gen 3 in command, which when you're talking about systems, this you can use your cell phone. You can obviously check all your tanks if you want, but you can get the in command on your cell phone, run the HVAC system, run the slides out, the whole 9. Coming up into the bathroom, we got the porcelain high-rise bowl with the foot flush right here. Pressed surface countertop with the bathroom sink. And I like how the sink is undermounted as well so that we don't have that seal on top, which can, get dirty and can also crack and chip off. Brushed nickel fixture there, GFCI outlet, extra large. Good grief, Rich. You're not even gonna be able to get that in, man. Look at that. So big. Got some pantry storage right here, as well as a rack, pocket door, and the walk-in shower with the bench seat so I can sit down and shave my legs. I need to get some tips from Trish on how to do that properly because as you can see, I'm not doing a good job. But I do have the brushed nickel on my nozzle right there, as well as my handles. And since this is one of the premium fifth wheels, you are going to have great head height as we move up here towards the front cap of this fifth wheel. Skylight there, but I don't even really need it because I got more room than I can ever think of. Plus I got corner notches, beautiful surround, really making this a residential coach. And I tell people too, when I get a chance to talk to them, if you're looking for a good vacation home, because your RV is your vacation home. You can take it with you, go wherever you want. You're not stuck getting a timeshare at the beach that you're not going to use, but maybe once a year when you really want to go to the mountains. You can take this anywhere you want to go. With the temperature rating, with the fact that we got 2 ACs in here, this is your vacation home. This is where you and your loved ones can make those memories for years to come. And you can get it right now. We are the largest network of family dealers in the world of RVs. People that you know in your neighborhood, and you're never too far away from a Camping World or a Gander. So you can come get this Keystone Cougar 290RLS right now. Got the queen size bed, strut supported storage underneath here in the master. Plus, I got my dual USB charging, my inverted outlets over there. Very nice touch. Spot for my CPAP machine. And Fritz, take a look at my end cap, what I got right there. The privacy window, so that if I pull up to the mountains or if I want to watch the sunrise or the sunset with my loved one, I got a chance to do it. Ward storage on both sides. Plus over here, you got the mirrored ward and some pull-out drawers just to give you some additional space and storage. 33 feet, 9 inches long, roughly 10,000 pounds dry. Beautiful on the inside, and let's take a little bit of a look on the outside. Come down my solid Lippert steps, which are removable, so if you do have that skirting that you want to put up around your RV, you absolutely can. Heated and enclosed underbelly, heated and enclosed pass-through storage and cab. You'll see right here, we got our key TV connections if I want to set up some TV or entertainment outside, and once again, that inverted outlet right there. Magnetic anti-slam and cover hinges on all the storage. Got the dual 30-pound LP tanks on both sides, the adjustable pitch on my double awnings out here with the LED lights. Loving it. True fit slides, insulated all the way around, minimizing the use of components to bring those slides in and out. Minimize the use of components, minimize the use of stuff that will break. Storage box, and you got the pin box right here. This is what really is going to stop that chucking and bucking when you're going down the road. Plus, we got the key vision to help you line up and get hooked up to your fifth wheel. Beautiful automotive coating on this fiberglass end cap, which to me, I'm a fan of when the manufacturers bring the end cap all the way around, because with Keystone, you get those additional barriers in this, the radiant foil barriers, the Astro foil. Having this, it's going to last a little bit longer. It's coming around, giving you a chance to extend that camping season, but also extend the life of your RV. And right here, you got your external command center, as I like to call it. You got your hot water bypass. You got your external shower sprayer port right there. Winterization, city water connection, tank flush, as well as your black and your gray tanks. Now this one, you got an 81-gallon fresh, you got a 76-gallon gray, and you got a 38-gallon black. Add that to the fact that we have the SolarFlex 400 on this. That great insulation. This can go 3 seasons. This can also go off-road for a hot minute. You are set up for the Furion side vision as well if you want to get that. Just another great additional safety feature for when you're going down the road. But the most important part of any RV is going to be this info panel right here. This is where you come to see how much does this weigh. Unloaded weight, we're looking at 10,320. Gross vehicle, 12,200. Take that information back to your specialist at Camping World and Gander and say, hey, is this vehicle right for me? Let us guide you down that path. But I got to tell you, if you're a family, and you want a vacation home, this Keystone Cougar 290RLS should be at the top of your list. And speaking of top of your list, I got a list of questions to ask the guys.
Are you interested in an RV redesign or remodel, or just making your RV feel like home? Well, here at Camping World, we now have the RV Design Center, where you can completely customize your RV from furniture to some added accessories like super soft pillows or a throw blanket, not only to add color, but also to keep you warm. If you want a table, maybe something to set an extra beverage on, maybe at the sofa where it's lacking in your RV, those are going to be available. Or if you want to take out your sofa and put in some power theater seats, you'll find those here as well. How about a different backsplash? Look at some of these options available. This is my personal favorite. You have glass and a little bit of marble look in there. How nice would that look in your kitchen? Speaking of kitchen, maybe you want a different faucet. Maybe you want to go with a completely different color. You have chrome currently, you want to go to brush nickel. Maybe you want to go to an oil rub bronze. That will be available for both the kitchen and the bathroom. And maybe you want a little bit better lighting. You want to go with that farmhouse look? There's absolutely that available. If you're like my wife, there's the bubble glass. She loves it. That will be available for your RV as well. Some different pulls in the kitchen. You don't like them? No problem. There are knobs and pulls from something that's a little more traditional to something that will be much more modern. Pops the color? We got it. Everything from different color throw blankets to different throw pillows. And with so many RVs going to linoleum these days, if you want something to just sink your toes into and keep those little toesies warm, there are beautiful rugs available, again, with all sorts of different color options. How about a better night's sleep? Who doesn't want that? We have foam mattresses. There are sleep number mattresses, so you can adjust both sides so everyone's getting a great night's sleep. And to help you sleep in, you can also get some blackout or different types of shades. If you want the accent wall, super easy peel and stick. You've never seen anything that'll be easier in your RV design, and boy, oh boy, will that make a difference. Maybe you have linoleum, you want some carpet stick tiles, those are available too. Or the opposite, you can go from carpet, peel that out, and put down and self-install vinyl flooring. If you're looking for some appliances, there is laundry, you'll have microwave, refrigerator, dishwasher, ice maker, everything you could possibly want. But folks, honestly, my favorite part about the RV Design Center from Camping World is the fact that it truly lets you make your camper feel like home.
You know what I love about the Ultimate RV Show, guys? The fact that I get to see my family and friends once again. Kevin.
Chris, it's good to be back, man.
Scott, good to see you, brother.
It's good to see your face.
You know what? I got to tell you, I hate the fact that I had to pull y'all off the golf course to do this.
Shame on you. We're good today.
I mean, Kev's
We'll be
got
okay.
that -4 handicap. What you swinging these days?
Oh, it's not great.
It's not great?
It's not great.
It's not great?
I took 2 weeks off and then I quit it.
I just
quit.
advice they gave me.
Yeah, that's it. I just stopped.
Kevin said my handicap's my backswing, so we're going to work on that. But you know what is great? That Keystone Cougar 290RLS.
Pretty awesome.
It is. It is awesome. And right now, if you got questions about this beautiful Premier fifth wheel, what I want you to do, use any of our social media platforms, pop your question in. We also got a chat window that is right there, so if you want to pop them in there, go for it. Now, we're going to start with a pretty basic one that I like. Ulrich wants to know, what are the build qualities of the Cougar?
Awesome question, Rick. Awesome question. Here's the great thing about not just Cougar, but Keystone in general. We've built over 1 million fifth wheels and travel trailers. So you got to imagine that we've done something right along the way. So we're either building our fifth wheels and travel trailers right now because, well, we didn't do it the right way before and we learned our lessons, or we've just been doing it the right way the whole time. So the build quality is great. We're not perfect. We're still learning. We're out to build the perfect trailer. Ours, what we feel is the best out there in the market, but we're still going to try to get even better, and that's what we do every day.
I like how you guys increase things each year. And Kev, what is one of the big things that were added for 22 this year to the Cougars?
Well, we're always trying to improve the product. So a couple features, we just don't want to stay plain and think the market's good, what have you. We're always improving the product. So one of the things we did is Solar Flex.
Yes.
That was like #1 thing. I heard you talked about the walkthrough. So the ability with that is you can take it from the 200, which is standard, move up to the 400, which is an option,
which
up
is on
to
that
the 600.
one.
And that's where we max out, and that will come with some lithium batteries when you get to the 600.
Right.
What that unit is on the 400, that will allow you to use your 7 outlets. It has a 2,000-watt inverter that's standard, and it comes with 2 200-watt solar panels that's already installed that are roof mounted. Plus, you have a solar port on the side, which you can add an additional panel to.
Right.
So that's one of the big features. We did roller shades throughout.
Nice.
So
I noticed that.
nice
Yeah,
addition.
the blackouts.
Flush floor slides now in the main living area, which is a great feature. And then in the living room, we added a slide dimmer switch now, so you can dim your lights while you're there. it's kind of like a mood light when you're watching some TV, sports game, or a movie.
Right on.
So those are some of the just quick little features we did.
Speaking of the slides, Robin, great question. I didn't get a chance to answer while I was in there. When the slide is in, can you get to the refrigerator?
Robin, that's a great question. That's one of the great designs on the 290RLS. We get that asked a lot at the shows and when I'm working all the Camp World stores and their lots. But that floor plan, absolutely, yes. You can access your fridge with the slide in.
Nice.
So you can move your groceries back and forth before you go on your trip.
Right, and of course you can also access the bathroom because, it's just right there when you walk in.
Exactly.
So, Scott, on this one, what is the temperature rating on this? And is it 4-season? Michelle just asked that. Now, before we answer that, let me just say, 4-season camping is going to be different in Buffalo than it is down in Alabama. So, you got to kind of gauge that with a grain of salt.
That's a great point. But this whole segment about how we're temperature rated and everything that went into it, the whole segment could take 12 minutes.
Oh,
so I'll
sure.
give you the quick basics here. We are and have been 0-degree rated since 2005. We were the very first, one of the very first fifth wheels. It was another Keystone brand and us to be tested by a third party at 0 degrees, and we passed with flying colors.
Wow.
And that test was a long test. A lot of other manufacturers just not quite the same level of testing.
And the Cougars are 0 to 100.
That's correct. So I'm going to jump in a little bit on that, Scott. So one of the things that we do is we put all the holding tanks in between the frame rails.
Sure.
Okay?
Yes.
Then we're going to layer that with astrofoil insulation. Then we're going to take on top of all the holding tanks the 12-volt electric heat pads. Then we're going to put a roll house type insulation on top of that. And then we're going to duct our 35,000 BTU furnace down to all the holding tanks. Okay? So it's 100% heated and closed underbelly.
Right.
Okay?
And I like how you got it centrally located down that frame, too. I think that adds a little bit of additional security.
And then, too, with your freshwater tank, it's the largest tank in its class for a mid-profile fifth wheel, and it's below floor, so we're not taking up any of your storage space. We have best-in-class storage. So with that said, if you happen to be traveling with water, it's going to be below floor, so it's going to be best-in-class for towability as well.
That's beautiful. I've always said 0 to 100, 0 to 100, 0 to 100. Sure. But you also got to preface that with, depending on where you're at, you do have to use a little bit of common sense when it comes to 4-season camping. Am I in the nook of the north? No. So you just got to watch out for that.
Can I add one more thing to that, Chris?
Of course.
The other huge selling factor or benefit of what Cougar is for a mid-profile fifth wheel, we're the only mid-profile fifth wheel in the world that is warranted for full-time living.
That's right. That's huge.
It is.
That's huge. So Chris from North Carolina wants to know, did you bring the keys? Okay. Melissa Shelton wants to know, why do the slides not have covers on them? Do you not have to worry about mold and leaves coming in with the slides?
Great question. Melissa, you said?
Yeah.
Melissa, great question. So we actually have an option for slide toppers. And in certain parts of the country, slide toppers are important. Certain parts, it's not. For example, Pennsylvania, where they're camping, there's a lot of pine needles. They're up in the mountains, a lot of pine needles, and they do not want to get the pine needles on top of the slides. Great spot, and that's where they bring them in pretty much standard. Other parts of the country where it's just really windy, maybe they kind of frown upon it.
It can be a detriment.
It really can. So that's why we make that an option, and you can get it optional in any Cougar. However, every single Cougar that's on Camping World's lot is absolutely prepped for it. It's something they can install super easy.
Yeah. So they are prepped to have
Absolutely.
some. Okay, good.
Yeah,
That's an easy addition. And then on top of that, even if you don't have those slide toppers, one of the construction features that Cougar does is all of our slide rooms are fully walkable. So if they don't have slide toppers and they don't want to spend the extra expense to get that, they could actually, when they're on their full walkable roof, they could step on their slide, just sweep away the pine needles, what have you, and move on.
That's not normal.
Right.
Most brands do not do that.
I was about to say, that's also a big claim.
Yeah.
While we're on the roof, let's talk a little bit about that AC system. Define the blade system.
Boy, it's even more than that. We were talking about, the temperature rating, 0 to 100, right?
Yeah.
Why is the outside of the AC, the color of the AC white? For efficiency.
For efficiency, yeah.
Yeah,
For heat
right?
protection,
It just makes so much sense. So we took it all the way to that, too. But the blade system, if you think about it, if you look at the vents inside most RVs, they're designed to point a direction one way. Right? But what you want to cool the trailer 360 degrees out of that vent, and that's what's great about that system that Keystone came up with.
It's a great innovation. Along with the tough lock joints and stuff like that, where it's practically indestructible.
Right.
When you're talking about those joints, the color-coded wiring. I mean, there's so many easy camping features that those little things are the little things that can ruin the camping trip. And if you don't have fun when you go out, you're not going to want to do it again.
Exactly.
So I think that's an investment in somebody's enjoyment in the RV.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
So what is the towing capacity? This is a good one. What is the towing capacity of the Keystone Cougar 290 RLS?
Great question. That particular floor plan is 3,000 pounds. So we've got a handful of our floor plans that are actually rated for 3,000 pounds towing.
Right on. How many people does this one sleep? Now, that's also going to depend on the configuration because you could swap out the recliners for a jackknife, but...
Well, you could put a booth dinette in there. Most commonly purchased with a freestanding table and chairs. But you have a full-size queen in the rear, fold-out trifold sofa in the rear of the trailer, and of course you've got a queen up in the bedroom as well. So theoretically, you could sleep 6 if you had a booth dinette, but typically it's going to be probably stocked with 4.
Well, I mean, on our golf trips, we sleep like 8 in one spot, but that's sleeping bags on the floor.
You have seen the freestanding dinette. There's no leg.
Yeah,
it's a wall
just lay
mount.
underneath. Yeah, you just lay underneath it.
There's a reason for that, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
that's how I lost my clubs last time. All right. So is this? Now this is a good one too. Is this unit good for boondocking? Now I would think with the Solar Flex, obviously.
I'm gonna let Scott touch on Solar Flex a little bit, but that unit that you did the walkthrough has a Solar Flex 400, Scott.
So Scott, boondocking is going to take into account. I'd say let's make it a whole nother layer. Let's say I'm going to go on BLM land, and it might be a little bit rugged. Is this one going to be a good one for boondocking?
Absolutely. And again, and a lot of the reason is because of what we've done. We've had a solar package before, right? But we just enhanced it with that Solar Flex 400. And again, going up to the 600. Boy, even more so with a lithium battery standard.
Yeah.
But the great thing about that whole package is some customers boondocking, they may be different. They may be in areas where, well, maybe they want to run their AC for a couple hours.
Yes.
Maybe they don't need that at all, right?
Yes.
The great thing about Solar Flex is just that. It's flexible.
Yes.
We ran all the wiring. We put all the wiring, all the outlets where the consumer needs them.
Yeah, and you set it up for upgrade.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then they can upgrade it to what they need. And with the app, the Victron app, they can actually monitor how much they're using and how much they're taking in as well. And they'll be able to upgrade it if they need more.
Right.
They may not. That's what's great about this. So when you say boondocking, there's not another trailer out there that's set up for whatever boondocking type you need. With the flexibility.
I think, that's one of the reasons why I'm so proud of us bringing Electric World to life, the electrification of recreation, is because so many people are going to go that route. And eventually, the glamping's going to kick in. You got to be able to run your AC at some point. Yeah. So having the Solar Flex option upgrade is fantastic. Could I you know what? To this point, you just rated, they're typing it as we speak, Ralph or Burkhart. Could I live in this full-time in Indiana?
Ralph, you could, and that's the thing that we touched on a little bit. If you look at the front of our brochure, and I could get you the warranty summary, but Cougar is the only mid-profile fifth wheel in the world that's warranty for full-time living.
You guys know how I feel about the Cougars. I am a fan. They've been one of the top-selling mid-profile fifth wheels for, 20 years?
20 plus years.
Yeah,
yes.
20 plus years. This is one where if your family's been looking for something that you could use as a vacation home, like I said, this is going to be your good spot. Anything you guys would add as we wrap it up here, the Q&A?
Oh boy, there's a lot of good things we can talk about. Again, we've had tremendous success over 20 plus years, over 160,000 built, right? But that's a key point right there. How many repeat customers do we have? We build Cougars the way we do because of our previous customers and the feedback that we get, and the great dealer partners that we have, giving us the great information, and that's why we do what we do, and we enjoy the heck out of it.
And you guys do it well. Scott, Kevin, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah.
We got more coming up next with the Ultimate RV Show. Hang on.
I love you.
Love you too, Papa.
Hey, honey, look what I got. A triggerfish.
Don't settle for the trips you've always taken. a different way to travel. And RVing is the way to go.
Take a look at this area. It's so cool. We're here!
You can see new things.
Whoa!
Travel to new places. Seek new adventures.
It's moving.
All without leaving home behind.
You're so fun.
I know.
Travel different with Camping World.
Modern technology.